Content warning. Ladies and gentlemen, the following podcast is not suitable for all audiences, and viewer/listener discretion is advised. For example, if, when you just heard the term ladies and gentlemen, you immediately thought about how exclusionary it is, then it's probably best you turn this off now.
You know when they operate on people, do they have a break? What do they have dinner? What do they do?
I don't know. I think they'll have a little snack. So I reckon they'll probably go have a nana or something, wouldn't you? You'd need a nana in a 10-hour surgery.
I like the idea of them feeding it to you, though.
That might happen, yeah. I don't think they do it over the body while they're doing it, in case crumbs drop in. There's you. Nurse, wipe. Pastry. Hello, and welcome to Dead Men Talking, a podcast with me, Rob Mulholland.
And me, Freddy Quinne. Freddy Quinne, 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 Freddy Quinne. Freddy Quinne, Freddy Quinne, Freddy Quinn, Freddy Quinn, Freddy Quinn, the funny, brilliant Freddy Quinn, Frederick Quinsant, Frederick Quinsant,
The big fat cunt.
Oh, yes! You cunt!
And you couldn't keep it up forever.
No, I know, but
you might have strung out long enough that we don't get demonetised.
Welcome to the first YouTube episode we get paid for.
Yeah, well, no, we do get paid, but just at a very, very reduced rate.
Yeah, it just says limited ads.
Yeah, which means you're getting 5p.
But we could do so much. Rob, we could use that money. Yeah. We could use that money to help people.
Yeah, but I find it funny to call you a fat cunt at the start of every episode.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my problem with that.
Okay, I want to play a game with you, Rob.
Okay.
I want you to go on Google, and I want you to Google the biggest charities in the UK.
Okay.
Or the 10 biggest. Let's say the 10 biggest.
Well, we'll just biggest charities in the UK. Most popular charities.
Fuck it, that'll do.
Okay, don't accept cookies, you charity bastards. Right.
Do you know what I fucking hate now with cookies? There's a big fucking button that says
you fat cunt.
There's a big button that says accept, and then there's one that says more options.
Yeah, and then you got to go through another thing and check them up. I know.
And it's like, you little cunts.
I know.
Just put reject there.
Well, they just changed the law so they automatically don't happen. Anyway, number 1, British Heart Foundation. Big one for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 2, Cancer Research.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, Macmillan.
Yeah.
More cancer. Number 4, British Red Cross.
Yeah.
St John Ambulance. Marie Curie. Great Ormond Street. Guide Dogs. The RSPCA and the Samaritans. They're number 10.
Great. Okay.
Alzheimer's Society popping at number 11. Shout out to them. I used to work for them.
Really? Within the top 10 in your time?
Yeah. They were, mate. Yeah. Been slipping.
Ever since.
Yeah.
How can we replace that gangly street nonce?
Fucking hell, the Duke of Edinburgh Awards is number 13.
Okay, so
get to fuck.
Well, okay, keep going. So what's after the Duke of Edinburgh Award?
Children in Need.
Okay.
Which I think should come above sending some school kids camping.
Okay, so I would say you have to.
The WWF is 18.
So you have
got to pay for all the medical care for all the chair
wrestlers.
shots. Yeah. Alzheimer's Research is number 20, but I think they probably just forgot there was another charity in there already. Hey, Alzheimer's.
I am going to tell you this, right? So that's your top 20 charities.
Yeah.
We can keep 3.
Okay. We've got to get rid of all the rest.
We get rid of the rest. So I think that the way that charity works at the moment, right, is that there's loads of different charities.
That is kind of how it works, yeah.
Now, that's stupid.
Okay.
So what there should be is there should just be
proper government support for issues.
No, stupid.
Okay.
Fuck that. Help yourself. Oh.
Yeah.
If you can't afford your medicine, maybe work more.
You just got to want to stand up.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Stop dribbling on yourself and get a job.
Why would I pay you $2,000 a month when you've got no quality of life anyway? So.
Okay. Continue on this awful diatribe.
I'm not paying you to exist. Come on now.
Right.
So, oh God, that's the stuff that makes you fart, isn't it?
Not more than anything else.
Oh, okay. So, I think the way that it should work is rather than having loads of different charities no one gives a fuck about, there should just be charity. And you give money to charity, and it's not which one, it's just a charity. And we all decide what's the most important things to fix.
Now, see, the problem with that is it'd end up all going to like donkey sanctuaries because people are stupid cunts.
No.
Animal charities make like loads more than children's charities in the UK.
You're the person that
I'm the one who
decides.
gets to decide.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So that's what this game is.
Well, the National Trust is fucked. They can get out of this list. Duke of Edinburgh can piss off.
Right, wait a minute. What have you got against the National Trust?
Well, like, it's not a proper good charity, is it? Like, it's good that it exists, but, like, get your fucking middle-class members to pay for it.
Okay.
Like, why is charity paying for that when posh people love it? Like, posh people should pay for it.
So
why is charity paying for stately homes? That's mental.
So should you just have like tickets at the door or something?
Yeah, just privatise it, or just like all of them, like increase your membership prices to cover it. You know?
Okay.
It's middle class people who use it mainly, you know.
Yeah, like Chatsworth Estate and shit.
Yeah. So they can piss right off. Duke of Edinburgh's gone.
Whoa. How, if you get rid of Duke of Edinburgh, how are geography teachers meant to molest their pupils?
That is true. I didn't think about that, mate. Sorry. They're going to have to take them down to an oxbow lake and do it there. Diddle them under some cumulonimbus clouds. One of the Alzheimer's Society...
I'm going to erode your hymen.
Oh no. Right, duplicates can go. So we're having one of the cancer charities.
Right, okay, but does it look after different cancer or just cancer?
Well, I think like Cancer Research and Macmillan both do all the cancers, and I think Marie Curie does as well. I think they're all just general cancer charities.
Okay, yeah. So you can probably
we'll merge them into one
called Cancer.
Cancer.
Is that what you're calling your charity?
Yeah, Cancer UK.
Calling it Cancer.
Yeah. To be fair, one of my favourite things to do when people are collecting for charity, I really enjoy doing this. There's someone like when they're like, "I'm collecting for cancer," I go, "Oh, I love cancer," and give them some money. I just think it's really funny.
Crumble up a cigarette and push it into the donation bucket.
No, crucial to the joke is you have to actually give them money, because then you're not being a cunt. Yeah.
Imagine you saying, "I love cats," just blowing smoke in their face.
Yeah, different vibe to my cheeky little...
It's not what I'm collecting.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're keeping cancer.
Yeah. Got to keep cancer.
So,
heart disease is like the biggest killer in the UK, isn't it? So I think we've got to keep that.
But then if you solve that, then
that is only fatties and old people.
There you go.
So
you see?
Yeah. So like, I don't think I can. Great Ormond Street, I think, is going to have to go.
It's going.
I think it's got to.
Wow, you're making some tough choices here.
Well, I've got to, mate. I've got
to. A lot of sick children that Rob has decided don't deserve to live.
No, Great Ormond Street do amazing work. I think it's an incredible thing.
Which is why we should get rid.
Yeah. But it's only in London. Right? If there was Northern Branch of Great Ormond Street, it might be getting kept.
Alder Hey.
Yeah, but that's not the same charity.
I know, but it's like this.
Yeah. So Alder Hey might stay, but Great Ormond Street, I'm afraid, gone.
Really?
Yeah, you can keep your sick little London kids.
Wow.
I think I've got to make tough choices here, mate. I've got to keep.
Yeah, but
all right. Great Ormond Street is a maybe. It's a maybe.
So very quickly,
it's a maybe.
You got rid of. Bearing in mind, right at the moment, you've kept the World Wildlife Foundation
so far.
Yeah,
so far.
And Great Ormond Street has not survived the cull yet.
All right, we're putting Great Ormond Street as a maybe. It's going on the bench.
So pandas.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I haven't decided on the WWF yet. All right, I haven't got to that yet. The Salvation Army can fuck off. Stick your tuber up your ass. Right. Not asked about them.
Stick your tuber up your ass.
Yeah, they're gone.
So what is it that you have against the Sally Army?
I just don't really like brass bands. They're a bit Christian as well, you know. It's just all a bit like, yeah, just fuck off. Right.
I think so as well, actually. Yeah. I think the Salvation Army.
Look, I'm sure all of these do loads of great work, but only 3 can stay. I've got to make some choices.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also as well, I don't know what the Salvation Army supports. Like
they help like homeless people and stuff. Like they do really genuinely great work.
Homeless people though, is that?
Yeah, that's important. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. If Shelter were in here, they might have made my cut.
Fuck off.
Shelter do great work.
Top 3.
Maybe.
Really?
They do incredible work. Yeah.
Really?
I think they're a very good charity.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. So I've got nothing against helping homeless people, but it has to be like the good ones. So what you do is you...
Are you an addict or were you molested? Which one?
Thank you.
To be honest, there's usually quite a big overlap
Yeah,
between
yeah.
those two circles on the Venn diagram.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a very thin Venn diagram, isn't it? What I would say is what you do to test is you give them a $5 and then you just follow them.
Right.
And if they go in and get a meal deal, sound. And if they go
What
in
if they've already eaten?
Sorry?
What if they've already eaten?
They get another one for later, Rob.
Yeah, but I think homeless people get given food all the time, and cider's fun. So,
but you've got to prioritise.
I think prioritise the fun homeless, right? If they spend it on a meal deal, get fucked, you boring cunt. We want a party in our shelter. Get some fucking Frosty Jack. Let's have a giggle. It's my suggestion for shelter. Yeah, fun homeless.
We've gone the other way, haven't we? Really, with you.
What?
Rob, this is charity.
What have I done wrong? What have I possibly said wrong now?
Okay, so Great Ormond Street, and I quote, "You can get to fuck because those are sick children in London." Shelter? Oh, what's that? You get pissed off cider? Absolutely, we'll help you out.
Did I ever say I'd be doing this fairly?
Daddy, I've got leukemia, but I can't get operation because Chairman Mulholland.
Nice.
He has decided that there is no
I told you it's on the bench. I told you it's a maybe. All right, Great Ormond.
Right.
It's a maybe.
Okay, but what is on the bench and gets a big yes is that homeless person passed out from huffing glue.
Yeah. It's good vibes.
It's
good vibes.
Yeah, no one wants to party with sick kids.
Yeah, no, they're real drag. Oh, God, get that tube out your nose. Have a laugh. Jesus.
You're going to be tripping.
Cheer up, it might never happen. Just kidding an iron lung.
Are you enjoying the party, Rob? Not really. I keep tripping over catheters.
Guide dogs can get fucked. That's gone.
Right.
Definitely. Blind people are just going to have to make do with a stick.
What if we replace guide dogs? Yeah. How funny would it be?
With sick children.
No.
Put them to work. We could have a little twofer.
I was going to say, what if we replace guide dogs with dogs?
Just dogs. Yeah. Can you imagine? Right, you've met my dog Bernie. Can you imagine if he was a guide dog? He'd just drag you into traffic straight away.
So funny.
Just this lunatic little staffy, like.
Yeah. Listen, Grandma, I know your cataracts have gone out. Mm-hmm. We've got you an Irish wolfhound. Best of luck.
We've got you an ex-racing greyhound. Maybe get your running shoes on.
Oh,
Battersea dogs and cats can go.
Wow. You get rid of Battersea?
Again, London dogs and cats.
Right, okay, yeah. See, you do have a real thing against London getting support, don't you?
Yeah. They're rich enough, they can do it themselves.
Exactly. Yeah. Build HS2 first, you pricks.
Yeah, just tax people in the city, then you can fucking do it, innit? So who else we got? Children in Need. It's quite a good one.
Nah, I'd fuck children in need right off.
You could have stopped that sentence a little earlier, couldn't you?
Nah, man, I don't like fucking Pudsey the bear.
What you got against Pudsey?
He's a fucking prick, mate.
Just that disabled bear?
Just because it's named after a fucking Yorkshire town. And if fucking Ilkley the bear, who's asked? No,
fucking Batley, that'd be a great bear name. Batley the bear.
Bradford the bear.
Yeah. Don't make the joke.
I think, bro.
No, we don't do the voice.
You want to do some donating, yeah?
That is actually quite good.
Thank you,
pretty accurate.
I honestly, Bradford Asian's one
it's
of
the
my
best. It's the best voice.
Yes, bro.
Leeds is the same as well. Just West Yorkshire Asian is an amazing accent.
Shall we do this podcast like this, bro?
No, I don't think we should, bro.
No,
I don't think we should, bro. But I love it.
Should we go down as the car park afterwards and do donuts in car park? Love it. It's just a really fun accent to do, and it makes me smile.
Yeah.
Children in Need, here's what pisses me off, is they are like, hey, guys, why don't you, sat at home, donate some money?
Yeah.
It's like...
I am sick of Gary Barlow lecturing me. How about you pay your tax and then donate some shit, you fucking multi-millionaire?
Oh, he's a cunt, isn't he?
Like, I used to, especially like when I was working like minimum wage jobs, seeing cunts like that being like, give us some money. How about you fucking pay it?
Yeah.
I can't afford me fucking rent. What the fuck? I'm in need.
Yeah. It's like the life that... Listen, 100 quid to me is half my week's wage. Yeah. 100 quid to you, you wouldn't even notice.
Yeah, it's like me dropping a penny. Not
exactly.
even that. You know.
It's the equivalent of you going to a tramp and going, come on, mate, donate a bit.
Yeah. Come on, chip in.
Come on, lad.
Come on.
Come on, pay your council tax.
Yeah, we want to send some kids on the Duke of Edinburgh.
Mate.
Nah.
Hey, did I tell you, so have you done many charity gigs?
Yeah, loads, yeah.
Loads.
Yeah.
Worst one? Best one?
Oh, like, best, I've no idea. Like, I can't remember a good one. Worst one was when I found out that it was, I arrived and it was just like a fundraiser for like, it wasn't even like a proper charity, it was for like a football team or some shit, and I was furious.
So, I have a great story about doing something similar.
Okay.
This is probably,
We'll get back to ranking charities in a minute.
This is probably one of the most noble things I've ever done, so just strap yourself in.
Okay, well, that is a fucking low bar.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah. You're going to see me in a different light after this story.
Right.
Yeah? You ready?
Okay.
Ready for it?
I hope it's a very dimmed light.
So, doing a charity gig in Manchester at the, what is that theatre that's in a circle called? Opera House? Something house?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Dance house?
Yeah, maybe. Something like that.
know.
We're doing it in a function room in there in a theatre. Lots of money. Royal Court, maybe?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, Royal Court.
That's one of the theatres.
Yeah. So it's in there. It's upstairs, really nice function room.
Yeah.
We got booked to do a charity gig. We're not being paid. This was only when I was about 3 or 4 years into comedy, so, you know. And we got told that the charity was for raising money for education supplies to be sent to children in Africa.
Okay. It's a worthy charity.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Do you know what I mean?
Depends where in Africa. Like, Lagos is quite a rich city. I'd be annoyed if it went there.
As Mugabe's house.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, he was running a school.
Was he?
Yeah, I just trust him to do the right thing every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it was like one of those.
I'm sure it is a poor bit, yeah.
Yeah. Is there poor bits in?
There's a couple. Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah.
It was one of the poor bits, I think.
Sure.
You know. Chad.
How rich is Chad?
Very poor.
Is it?
Maybe. It just feels like it'd be poor.
It does feel like it would be, yeah.
Yeah. So it was for Chad.
Right.
And also as well.
I'm going to Google the GDP of Chad.
Oh.
Continue.
Also as well, the thing about Chad is that it doesn't get enough recognition, does it?
In what way?
Well, everyone tends to go for, if they're going east, they go Ghana or Morocco or something like that, or, maybe as much as Algeria. Chad doesn't get much notice, and it's quite big.
Yeah, it does. It's relatively low. Its GDP. It's 10.9 billion. I don't know what that is per capita. Or per capita, $614. That isn't great, but the growth is spectacular. Chad's killing it since 2000.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, look at that growth.
Do you know what? If that was crypto.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It'd be about to crash. So yeah, go on, Chad. Fucking smashing it.
Good lads, Chad.
Yeah.
So anyway, this was raising
good
money
bunch of Chads. Hey?
This was raising money for Chads. It was the less...
Was it in 2000? Is that what kicked off the growth?
It was the Less Spoffeths in Chad Foundation.
Sure. Fewer Spoffeths. Ironically, you Spoffeth that up.
Yeah, no, it was definitely less. The charity had a sense of irony about themselves.
Sure, right, okay.
Yeah, they were very able to look at themselves and see their own flaws. They were fun like that.
They rebranded it from Window Lickers. That was its old name.
Yeah.
Like, the Spastic Society becoming Scope.
Because the problem with that is that Chad doesn't have any windows.
Just licking the air in the gap.
So they're also thirsty. They're licking sand.
I mean, if you are licking a glass window, you are technically licking sand. It's what glass is made of.
You're no fun when you're factual.
It's what it's made of.
It's like doing a podcast with how it's made.
Yeah.
So anyway, right, we're doing this... some fucking education in Africa, supplies for Africa. Get there, we find out that it's a charity. Well, say charity, it's a fundraiser, so 3 middle-class kids can afford to go over and teach for 6 months.
Oh, fuck off.
And then come back
so they
again.
can get some photos for their Facebook.
Exactly, right?
Fuck you.
So
I'd be so annoyed.
I was furious.
Yeah.
Right?
Because you pay for it your fucking self, you little cunt.
This is it. I was furious, right? So, I'm outside having a cigarette. This is back when I used to smoke. And a guy comes up to me, and he's homeless, and he goes, "Have you got any change?" I was like, "No, fuck off." Well, I didn't say fuck off,
I'm doing a charity gig here, you cunt.
I just ignored him. Well, I had an epiphany, because I was like, wait a minute. why was I so keen to go and do this gig for these middle-class pricks?
Yeah.
And yet there's somebody in genuine need of help here who I just dismissed. So I got talking to him.
Do you want to do 10?
I brought him upstairs. Yeah. I brought him to the gig. I sat him at the back. I gave him a bucket. And
started showing him some videos.
How are you with high heels and testicles? I did my set. And then at the end of my set, I said, obviously, we're here tonight to raise money so that these guys can afford to go and teach in Africa. However, they could just get a job and pay for it themselves. Yeah. So I don't know why.
Did you say that on stage?
Yeah.
Amazing.
And I said, there's somebody at the back who I've brought in who's homeless and he has a bucket. And if we all chip together, you can actually give him money so that he can help himself and turn his life around. Yeah.
You can buy a shitload of smack.
You can either give it to these 3 kids or you can give it to this guy over here. I'll let you decide who you think is the most deserving cause, right? Amazing. And I came off stage to absolute silence, right? Because the whole audience was friends and family of these fucking kids, right? Amazing. I got told immediately that I had to leave, right? They were very unhappy with me. I got told immediately that I had to leave. And as I'm being pushed out the door, the homeless man stops me and I'm like, great, the homeless man's going to stick up for me. I've made a friend for life. Do you know what he does? He goes, is it all right if I stay and watch?
Just thrown you completely under the bus.
I was like, you prick. You absolute
Did he make any
prick.
money?
Yeah, he made quite a bit, apparently. I spoke to the organiser and he had a fairly full bucket.
Sweet.
Yeah.
There you go.
Does that make you see me in a better light now?
No.
What the fuck do you mean, no?
No, because I don't think you were doing that for good reasons. That you were doing it to fuck with the organisers.
I absolutely was doing it to cunt people off more than to help somebody.
Yes. So I see you in exactly the same light as I did before.
But why does that matter?
Look, right. Look.
Tell me why that matters.
No, it matters to how I judge you.
Why?
The outcome is great.
The outcome's the same.
Great.
Yeah.
But your motives are not as pure as you'd like to make out.
Oh, no, I never said my motives were pure.
No, but I already knew that you love cunting people off more than you care about other people.
Yes.
So my perception of you hasn't changed. It's only been reinforced.
But usually I cunt people off.
Yes.
The end.
Sure, this time it has a happy ending, coincidentally.
Exactly.
But it is a coincidence and nothing more.
But surely that makes you feel better about me.
No, not about you. About the story in general, I'm like, great, that's nice that guy got some money.
Right.
And it's nice that those middle class people got cunted off. They did deserve it.
Yeah.
You know, in this case, it's like when, you know, when, what's that kid called in America? Kyle Rittenhouse, when he shot and killed 2 people, right?
Yes, yes. In this story, I am like Kyle Rittenhouse.
No, because he accidentally killed 2 pedos, right? So he accidentally did a great thing. But he didn't know that, right? He just thought he was shooting 2 people.
What are the odds?
I know. So he thought he was just shooting 2 people. Well, he shot 3. He killed 2. One of them who... Bill Burr's got a great bit on his new thing about it, is how he killed a paedophile and a skateboarder, the 2 worst kinds of people.
Yeah.
But he injured 2 paedophiles and killed a pedo and he injured 1 paedophile, killed another paedophile and killed a skateboarder.
Really?
But, yeah, he just thought he was shooting people. But the outcome is dead pedo. That's good.
Yeah.
That's the same as you.
Wait a minute. So these pedos, are they active pedos or passive pedos?
I don't know any more details, to be honest with you. I just know they were nonces.
But I think that makes a huge difference.
I get you. If they're out regularly bumming people, that's worse.
Even irregular bummings are pretty bad, I would say. Even if you bummed once, and then
left it a gap of 3 months,
and then did 2, and then left a gap of a year.
He tells his other pedo mates, where he's like, I just need to be more consistent. You know, I just feel like I'm not really getting into a rhythm.
But like comedians with content.
Yeah.
I just need subtitles to my rapings.
But yeah, so in this scenario, you're Kyle Rittenhouse. I don't think Kyle Rittenhouse is a good guy, but killing a pedo is not a terrible thing.
But I think that if you're killing a passive pedo...
Yeah, sure, if they're not active, they're not doing anything.
So if it was a pedo that... Imagine if he was
But I think in order for them to know they're a paedophile, they must have got their computer or something and found something.
No, but maybe he'd like written a letter to himself.
Going.
Like maybe he kept a diary.
Don't be a nonce.
Yeah,
you.
dear, what's the nonce's name? Jonathan. Dear Jonathan, another successful day in not having sex with children, even though it consumes me and I fantasize about it all the time.
Yeah, congrats.
Oh well, off for a walk.
Off to the protest.
Off for a walk near the protest to clear my head and make sure that I don't have sex with kids.
I'm just going to walk in the opposite direction of the school.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that could be bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't get how this is relevant to you. But...
So anyway, charities.
Yeah, so you're still a scumbag, is my point.
Go on, carry on with the charities.
Right, so what else
right
we
now
got?
you're keeping cancer.
I'm keeping cancer. We've got to keep cancer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm merging the cancer charities, though. I think if I've got to pick one, I guess cancer research is the biggest one. We'll keep them. They also annoyed fatties on Twitter, so they get my vote.
Specifically by fatties, is there any fatty in particular that you're thinking of?
No.
Is there not?
No,
is there not? I feel like there is.
No.
I feel like there is. How about you stop being a big pussy, Rob?
All right, it was Sophie Hagen.
Yeah.
She got really annoyed at cancer research, and it was very funny.
She did. I like Sophie.
I did too. Like we got on really great, but then she really fell out with me over that because I took the piss out of her for having to go to cancer research.
Well, what did cancer research do again?
So they did a big study where they found out that cancer is one of the leading causes of cancer is obesity.
Yeah, but they put a thing out, didn't they, where it was like Hangman.
It was like Hangman, and they're like, "What's
but the man was too fat to be hung." It was just man.
It was stand on the floor man. Rope stretchy man. But yeah, so they did an advert. It was like, what is one of the leading causes of cancer? And then it was like obesity, but like a couple of the letters missing, so you fill it in.
It's like OB.
Yeah, whatever.
E.
Yeah. We know how to spell. Yeah, and she was like, she called them filthy cunts in a tweet, and was like, it's fat shaming and all this. And I quote tweeted that with, heck, I was like, yeah, stop cancer shaming because cancer's natural and healthy and beautiful.
Yeah.
Which I thought was funny.
Yeah.
And I still do.
Yeah, huh.
And she got very angry at me.
What did she say?
She, I don't think, she just blocked me on everything and then said I was harassing her on Facebook. She wrote a big Facebook post about how I was harassing her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think you weren't the only one. I think there was quite a few.
No, there was, the ones that she called out as harassing were me, Elliot Steele and Adam Rowe, she named as being harassers.
Nice.
Right, and we had all individually done one tweet each. I had about... What? So if you just heard an ice cream van...
Is that an ice cream van?
It's an ice cream van.
Oh, mate.
Do you want to run out and get an ice cream?
Shut up.
You're so happy.
Doesn't it sound like weirdly...
ethereal?
Yeah,
it does, yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
It sounds like it sounds like if they put an ice cream van on Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, or if there was an ice cream van that died 30 years ago. But yeah, so anyway, so
she was upset with you.
Yeah, so it still is, as far as I know. Yeah,
really.
So.
I think with Sophie, right, and I used to be really good mates with her.
Me too. We got on really great. So I was sad about that.
I'm just checking to see whether or not she's blocked me on Twitter.
Oh, I'm blocked.
Let's see. I bet she is.
Yeah.
Sophie Hagen has not blocked me on Twitter.
There you go.
Check me out! Hooray!
Yeah.
So here's the thing with Sophie, right? Yeah. So.
Great stand-up.
Me and her got to be really good mates. Yeah. Well, really good mates. We got to be good mates in 2014 in Edinburgh. We did Big Value together.
Yeah.
And I liked her and she liked me, and we both had, I'd say, a darker sense of humour.
Yeah. This is it. Like I had the same bonding experience where she was just like really dark and funny and green. Really.
Yeah.
I loved it. Yeah.
And then in 2015, we got on so well that we actually lived together in Edinburgh. Mm-hmm. So for her,
how big was your fridge?
They named the whole city after it.
Yeah.
That year it was the Edinburgh Fridge.
For fuck's sake.
So I've got to do one bad one an episode.
It does seem like it. It does feel like that's the trend.
So we got on. We got on well. We shared a house, me, her, and Sam Gore. Mm-hmm. Right.
Friend of the pod,
and
Sam Gore.
That was the year that she won Best Newcomer.
Yeah, I went to see that show. I liked it.
Same. So did we on the last day.
Yeah.
So anyway, right. We got on well or whatever, and then we used to message from time to time, keep in touch with each other. She dropped me a message a few years ago before we fell out, where she was concerned about some of the material that I did, and used the phrase, "You're going to be on the wrong side of history," and I was kind of like, Nah, I'm
You're
not.
not going to be on any side of history.
Well-
That no history books are going to record. And then Freddy Quinne did a trans joke. No, you're going to be dead to history, is what you are.
In the Battle of Hot Water Comedy Club.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to. The great podcast wars of 2022.
Yeah. 10,000 good men died, and 40,000 they them died. So anyway, right, she messaged me to express her concerns about the darker material that I was doing, so I was going to be on the wrong side of history, etc., etc. And I sort of was pretty sound about it, but I sort of said, look, I'm not having you dictate to me what I can and can't say. I'll do what I want type thing. And she kind of wasn't okay with that. Because at the end of the day, I think there's a fundamental difference between us in that I am happy to be around people who I know don't share the same views as me.
Me too.
Fucking hell.
No, but I am I'm the same. I've got mates all across the political spectrum.
Yeah.
Look, if they were like in government making decisions, I'd hate them for it. But if they're just some cunt, it doesn't matter what they think.
I have got people who I went to school with who are still mates on paper that are a bit racist and homophobic.
Oh, I've got genuinely racist friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. Look, I don't like it when they're around me and they do it. I'm like, dude, come on. Do you know? Because I know they're not joking, so it's a difference.
Yeah,
I'm like, come on, man.
I know, and I will, I will tell them off.
Yeah.
And all this. But if you don't, what you're doing, you're just leaving them out there in the world. It's better that you go, hey, wind it in. But you can't be.
You daft sausage.
Yeah, you can't be from my hometown and not have racist mates.
It's just the way that. However, I think the way that she feels is that you have to surround yourselves at all times with people who think more or less the exact same as you. And if you don't, then it's a failing on your company. You are the company that you keep, in a sense.
Yeah.
And that's fair enough if you think that. I'm a bit different myself.
I
kind of
really
like
don't want to be
variety.
judged by the company.
And so
that
she
I keep.
felt like she couldn't, be mates with me anymore. And we've not spoken in years, which is, fair enough. But I'm glad to see that she's doing well.
Yeah. I wish her no harm, no ill will.
Personally, myself, I look at some of the stuff that she puts on the internet sometimes, or some people send, because she's very screenshotable. Do you know what I mean? Like, she says some stuff and it's like, Jesus wipes, you know what I mean? And I look at some of the stuff and I see in her the same problems and traits that I see with Lawrence Fox.
Yeah. It's the same but opposite.
They're the same person doing opposite things.
Yeah.
In that what they're doing is they've got a fan base of people that they feel like they have to live up to.
Exactly. It's the problem with picking a side in the culture war. You just get sucked further and further towards your side.
And you become a more and more extreme parody of yourself.
Yeah, you become a caricature. And you end up you just end up doing that more and more and defending your team rather than actually critically thinking.
Totally. Again, I think she's a good comic. I've not seen her in ages.
To be clear, I think the alt-right side of it is probably more harmful, but they're both cunts.
Oh, yeah, totally. And I think that Sophie is a good comic. And like I said, I've not seen her in ages, so I don't know what she's doing.
She's a very talented comedian. She's funny.
When I knew her, when I feel like I knew her in 2014, 2015... very talented person.
She was a killer in the clubs. I used to work with her in doing club gigs.
Yeah,
she'd smash them.
Which is very rare that you can say that nowadays. Because I looked at some of the people on the Guardian's top 50 shows to watch.
Jesus fucking Christ! You mean the top 50 comedians with rich parents?
Good grief almighty! Some of that shit is just
fucking
appalling.
Awful.
I don't know why. They don't. Well, I do know why, but they should just get rid of PRs in Edinburgh.
I know, yeah, but it's a racket that makes people loads of money. So
so they're never going to fucking change it. But I was looking at that fucking list and I was like, these are people that would not get 15 minutes at a club
and you
gig.
want to go see an hour of them? Fuck off.
Yeah. And it's like, look, they might be better over an hour because everyone's different over different lengths.
Sure,
but. At the same time...
I doubt it's going to be a tight, funny hour. It might be an interesting story.
At the same time, the fact where they are recommending... Do you know what? I'm just going to say it. The fact that they're recommending somebody like Sophie Duker, who I don't think is a good comedian... I don't think she's good at comedy, regardless of...
I have no opinion on her, never met her.
Regardless of whether or not you... Well, you can check her stuff out online. Regardless of whether or not... mate, her live at the Apollo set pissed me off so fucking much. So Sophie Duker's live at the Apollo set this year fucking wound me the fuck up, right? So what she did is she talked about the pandemic, but she kept mispronouncing the word pandemic, right? Like pre-panna cotta and stuff like that. And she made a thing about it. So every time she'd reference COVID and pandemic, she would change it and call it Peter Capaldi or whatever, changing it every time to be slightly more. And it was used as a structural device to sort of give a bit of balance and a bit of a narrative to what is a 10, 15-minute set, right? Yeah. The problem, Sophie, if you're listening, which you're not, the problem is that nobody has mispronounced the word pandemic at any point. You went to Oxford, so you clearly know how to say the word pandemic. So what you're doing is you're parodying thick working class people. Yeah. And let me tell you this. There are people that were in the bottom set of school when I was there, thick as fuck, that would give you a fucking hour-long presentation about R numbers and fucking Klaus Schwab and fucking vaccine immune deficiency fucking... You don't realise that thick people, are thick, but no one's mispronouncing pandemic. Yeah. They're taking all the information and they are using it to come to different conclusions.
Yeah, it's like someone like Ninia Benjamin does a lot of mispronouncing words and stuff, but she does it with such charm and it feels natural, and she does it. She's just great at it. It's really funny.
But when you went to Oxford and you're going pre-panna cotta, it's like, but no one mispronounces pandemic.
Yeah.
It just felt like, oh my God.
It's a wry chuckle at best, isn't it?
Yeah, we were all so thick during the pandemic. Yeah. It's like, nah, fuck off. Yeah. But yeah, the fact that she's getting recommended over, and I'm going to just pick another name, Mark Nelson, who's consistently...
Josh Pugh.
One of the best... Josh Pugh is so fucking funny, man. Yeah. The content that Josh Pugh puts out, filmed on his phone, is just fucking phenomenal. Yeah. He's great.
Luckily, he doesn't need any pushing from stuff like that because he's great and he's smashing it.
He's phenomenal. Yeah. But then you get other acts that are put on there were acts who were on there that I've never heard of in my entire fucking life. There was one. She was claims to be the only Japanese, Taiwanese, American act at the Fringe, and it's like, okay, cool.
How many of those are you allowed before it's not? It's like when you do world records where it's like, longest time standing on one leg wearing a bowler hat while spinning a plate full of beans. It's like, it's not impressive.
Sorry, longest time.
Yeah, stood on one leg wearing a bowler hat, spinning a plate full of beans.
Okay, are the beans allowed to fall off?
No, that's the challenge.
Okay, right, okay. Yeah. What does the bowler hat do in this?
Just wearing it.
Is there different ones for fedoras?
Yeah.
And
there
is.
Yeah.
There is.
That's why it's an unimpressive record.
Okay, right. With the one leg, does it matter if it's left or right?
No, you choose your leg.
You choose your leg?
Choose your leg.
Okay.
We're not discriminating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get that what you're trying to say, though, but the fact that there's more representation of Japanese, Taiwanese, American comedians
than Northerners.
Than there is Northern people. Is insanity. It's fucking insane. Yeah. And also as well, it's like, come on, The Guardian. Look, I know that you're fucking little left-wing fannies that are going to fucking... You're never going to promote a show that you think doesn't line with your agenda, which is fair enough, fine, whatever. But at the same time, at least just stick to the UK with your fucking ones. Yeah. And at least be sounded... Look, if they pick loads of left-wing fucking comics from Manchester or whatever, like one...
Tom Mayhew. Like, surely, he's doing the stuff that they want.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, no, this is Japanese Indo. Yeah. Oh, fuck off, mate.
Anyway, Samaritans can fuck off.
Yes.
Just cheer up. Patreon
is...
We're doing a game like Zip Zap Zop.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what Zip Zap Zop is.
Oh, it's like a fucking wanky actors game where they do a thing where they all take turns to do stuff.
I thought it was like a slur for Chinese people.
Well, what an advert this has been. Sign up to our Patreon. Unless you're Chinese, I don't think you should validate us with that.
We don't take yen.
We would. We'd take literally any currency.
We absolutely would take yen. Absolutely. And also as well, there's loads of you. So please do say...
Yeah, we can't afford to give up the Chinese market. There's 1 billion of them. I welcome all Chinese people.
So, right.
This has gone off the rails fucking quick.
I know, but we're keeping it.
Okay.
Right, so let's do one word each.
Right. Patreon.
Is
Ah.
good
Way.
to
Give.
us.
Money.
So
We.
will
Buy.
lots
Of.
shit
Like.
a
Hooker.
and
Drugs.
and
Bums.
and
You can't just say and every time.
I can.
That's not yes anding is.
Yeah, basically, for you £3 a month, you'll get an extra episode every single week. You will get access to all the dark stuff on the Discord servers, the videos and stuff like that.
Bonuses.
You will get bonus content. We have all of our live shows videoed, so you'll be able to see those. You'll get Rob's punishment set. And also, as well, we regularly get involved and ask the patrons questions about what they'd like to see coming up. You basically become more active.
And, like, we're planning on stuff like when we move into the new studio, hopefully we'll be getting merch and we're going to go on tour. Like, you'll be the first people to get access to those things. You'll get first dibs on tickets. You'll get a discount on merch.
Priority for everything, because what you're doing, essentially, is you're going, I really like this, and I know I can have it for free, but I'll get more stuff. I'll pay a tiny little bit, but it'll make sure that they can carry on doing this. And that's what you're doing. You're safeguarding, basically.
Netflix is £12 now, and it's shit. This is great.
I only paid $10.99.
All right, well, that's close enough, isn't it? 11 then. Still shit.
Yeah, it's not great, is it? Also, as well, right, get this. Our Patreon, £3 a month. 1 litre of fuel is £2.
Yeah.
So when you put it that way,
buy our Patreon or commit a small arson.
Yeah, or walk a bit more, you fat cunts. So wait. Did Samaritans run on charity donations?
Yeah.
Wow.
Who do you think is paying the people on the phone and that? I don't know. They might be
I thought
volunteers.
they'd do it for free.
Yeah, but then you got to pay for the phones and the electricity and the offices. There's
Got to
still
keep the
costs.
lights on.
There's costs.
Who's paying the Samaritans?
Well, this is it. People donating and that.
Really?
Yeah, it's a
Fucking
charity.
hell.
Yeah.
Shit in hell.
St John Ambulance can fuck right off. Just don't faint at a marathon. You know, just look at if you pass out at a country fete, just go to an hospital.
Yeah. Take some sunscreen to your village bake-off.
Yeah. So who have we got left? So we got left the WWF. Alzheimer's. I'm going to merge the two Alzheimer's into one.
Oh, right. I thought you meant the Alzheimer's and the WWF.
No.
Like, just I've really confused pensioners in cages. Why am I here with a lizard? Is that you, Gene?
The Royal British Legion, that's one.
What the fuck's the Royal British Legion?
So it's like for veterans.
Nope, don't care.
Piss right off.
Yeah. I always think this is going to get me in fucking so much trouble. I never donate to Help for Heroes.
Right. I also don't, because like not all of them are heroes. Some of them should have just been looking where they were going.
The reason that I don't donate to Help for Heroes, do you know what
I don't donate to Help for Heroes because like I've got a military veteran in my family and I can't fucking find him. If you can locate me dad, I'll give you some money.
So I would definitely donate to that charity if it was people invading the UK and they'd protected us. I would be your number one fucking fan.
But if you're just wandering off around brown people countries,
if you're getting a fucking 10-hour flight to go and shoot some Afghanistanis, then I'm really sorry that you got shot. I'm really sorry that you got injured, but I'm not being funny, mate. But they're allowed to shoot back. Do you know what I mean? Like I know that's going to piss.
I think it should be like I think the government that sent them to war should also pay to fix them.
Totally.
You know, when they come back fucked up with PTSD and a leg missing, that's the government who sent them there's responsibility.
But I'd have more sympathy for somebody who's had an accident in a fucking office. Do you know what I mean? Like if she slipped on a wet floor sign and cracked her leg and now she walks with a limp and she's wet.
Like one of those adverts in the middle of Jeremy Kyle.
And then every time she walks past a wet floor now she has like flashbacks and shit.
Right.
I'd have more sympathy for her because it's like you didn't sign up for that. You signed up to do payroll.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Right, so where are we? So we got rid of the British Legion. So far, I'm keeping Heart Foundation and Cancer Research. They're two of the biggest killers in the UK.
Okay, you're keeping Heart Foundation.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to.
What are we doing with Great Ormond Street? Great. Oh, really? So are you doing Great Ormond Street over Alzheimer's?
Right, the last two. Right, Alzheimer's I think I'm going to have to get rid of.
Are you?
Yeah. Because, right, it's a very serious disease, affects a lot of people, and it's very tragic. but it mainly affects old people. It does affect some young people, but it's incredibly rare.
Like rugby players.
Yeah, but not just that. Some people just get it. When I worked for the charity, there was a guy who was 23 we were dealing with who had Alzheimer's.
Whoa!
Yeah, incredibly rare, but really fucking tragic.
What did he?
I can't remember. But yeah, he had the beginning of it, and the charity was working with him. I wasn't working one-on-one with him. I was a street fundraiser.
So, right, okay.
Yeah. So,
how was the charity working with the?
They support people with
giving
Alzheimer's.
him lists.
They help it.
Here is a lifetime supply of Post-it notes.
Yeah, they help modify homes for people who need it. They help support the families.
How do you modify a home for Alzheimer's?
Well, I don't know. There's things like people who have Alzheimer's end up hurting themselves on stuff and things, and just making it so they know where things are and things and stuff. It's
what
really
do they
sad.
hurt themselves on? I don't understand.
Remember exactly.
Oh, maybe kettles and stuff, and hot things. You don't remember that that pan's boiled.
Exactly. There's little stuff like that, just quality of life.
Okay,
stuff.
but
and they help with medical care and hospices and stuff like that.
To be fair, that's mittens and masking tape, and that's the problem solved.
Yeah, there we go. So, right, we'll get rid of them, give them some mittens.
So having a wank in them is going to be a nightmare.
Last thing you want is a wanking Alzheimer's patient. Last thing you want. Just wandering around, not knowing where they are, coming everywhere. So...
I don't know whether I'm coming and going.
Jesus Christ. I'm down to the last two, right, that I'm selecting. It's biggies.
Such a tough episode, this.
So, the last choice is between the WWF or the Red Cross. So, it's a big one.
So basically, do you love animals or foreigners more?
Yeah, well, no. I don't eat either of them.
Oh!
And to be fair, I've eaten a lot more foreigners than I have animals. Eat the pussies. Right. WWF, though, environmental collapse will fuck up everything.
What do you mean?
Everything in the world.
What?
If we have environmental collapse, if the Earth heats too much and the environment
But that's not really what the WWF do, is it?
I think they do environmental work.
No, I think they just give money to
Let's have a look what they if they're just
they're
just doing pandas, it's Red Cross. If they're doing environmental work, we've got a discussion.
Who do the Red Cross give money to?
They do a lot of disaster relief and stuff. So they'll go and help after a tsunami or an earthquake somewhere and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so it is a big one.
That's fair enough. That.
Yeah.
I
love it. That's fair enough.
How long do they help for?
What do you mean?
Well, I think you get maybe 2 weeks of proper help.
Yeah.
And then maybe 6 months of aftercare. But if they're still there 5 years later, it's
they do climate work. The WWF, one of their big things on their... I've just gone on their homepage, and the Climate Crisis Fund is the big thing on the homepage. So they are...
So what do they do for the climate?
I don't know, but they're working on it.
All right, so they take the money. Specifically, what are they doing?
I don't fucking know. I don't work for them.
On their website...
I'm trying to find it. I'm just stalling for time.
Okay, so I think that the reason that they are being deliberately obtuse about this...
They've only got to donate now, but...
right. Funny that, innit? They've got a big fuck off donate now button, but a very small this is what we'll do with the money button.
100% of funds raised will go towards our Vital Climate Crisis Fund projects.
So what are they going to specifically do?
I'm looking right now.
But they're not telling you because they're not doing fuck up.
Right, no, they're protecting the Amazon, so they're buying bits of the Amazon to stop loggers and deforestation, so that's a very good thing.
I'm not keen on that.
You're not keen on the Amazon?
No.
It's very important to keeping the world alive.
They're just buying it. Surely the better thing would be doing...
They're restoring forests and seagrass habitats.
Why don't
that's important. Safeguarding the poles.
Safeguarding the poles.
Yeah. Not the Russians. Eh? Little cheeky one.
CRB check in Poland.
Yeah. So they are trying to... Anyway, right. I don't know. I've not checked the efficacy of any of the other charities.
Right.
So I think that's unfair. So it's just whether it will climate or disasters.
They'll never do anything. The WWF. They'll never do anything.
I think they've done some stuff.
No, they might have planted some trees and set up a fucking hotel for beetles or something like that. Fucking hedgehog hotel shit.
This is a lovely hotel we've got here.
That's what they're doing. That's what.
Just doing a Ringo voice. Beatles.
Didn't know you were allowed an episode as well.
Allowed one. Well, if you can have one, I can have one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all they're doing, the WWF.
Yeah, animals in the environment and that, yeah.
Yeah, but they're not doing big environment stuff. They're doing
doing big environment stuff.
They're doing country file shit.
It's not country file trying to save the Amazon rainforest. That's not country file.
Yeah, but they're even
It
going
might be
about...
Brazilian country file.
They're even... Imagine Brazilian country file.
Yeah.
Was it like a pygmy Ray Mears?
I think that's just Ray Mears.
They're even going about saving the Amazon rainforest wrong.
What do you mean?
So instead of trying to buy the Amazon rainforest, which is stupid,
Specifically protecting areas.
why
of it,
don't they just pay off the loggers?
Well, that's essentially what they're doing. By buying so the loggers can't use it.
No. Give the loggers the money.
Why?
Say,
Why are you giving them more money?
Give you $100,000 to never log here again.
Right, I think they might need a bit more than that. I think they're making a bit more than $100,000.
How much are they making?
Millions.
And how much does Amazon cost?
How much does Amazon cost?
As in some of the Amazon...
That's the way you phrased that question.
Yeah.
How much does Amazon cost?
As in, does the Amazon cost?
I don't know, mate.
But I reckon it'd just be cheaper just to pay off the loggers.
Right, but then you just... No, I don't think that's good. But then there might be other loggers come along. Why wouldn't someone else just do it then? If you paid off one company, another company will come along.
So part of the contract
Whereas if you just buy the Amazon, then they can't do it. If you just own it, then they can't go on it.
It just seems hard work, though, doesn't it? And also, as well, that's Brazil's problem.
Well, Brazil should... Well, it's all of our problem if the Amazon goes. It's very important to the entire world's climate.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
How much of the Amazon's left?
I don't know, I'll have a look.
If there's still more than half, I'm not even asked.
Right, how much of the Amazon is left?
I swear to God, you're going to look so stupid when it's like, about 4% of the Amazon has been farmed.
Right, now, 20% is gone.
Since
1970.
So in the last 50 years...
Yeah, that's huge.
They've gotten rid of a fifth.
Yeah.
Right,
so what happens if you keep going down that path?
That means in another 50 years, they'll get rid of another fifth.
Yeah. And then what happens in 5 of those? Then it's gone.
Right, okay, so what I'm hearing
and
is...
also, losing that much is already fucking huge for the climate.
What I'm hearing is that we have 75 years before we've lost half the Amazon.
No, it's going to happen way sooner than that because what'll happen is it'll become an exponential problem. Like as the climate gets worse, that'll destroy more of the rainforest than it accelerates.
Okay, so we've got what, 40 years?
I don't know what the estimations are, but yeah, like 40 years is pretty bad. There's an article here that says 30 years.
Great, I'll be in my 60s, 70s by then. Not a problem. Give it the Red Cross.
Okay. I'm getting to decide here, though.
Oh God!
I'm
an advisor, though. I'm the Dominic Cummings to you, Boris Johnson.
Right, and like Dominic Cummings, I'm going to fuck you off.
Oh,
get fucked. Look, British Red Cross do great things. I'm not denying that.
Well, you're not giving them any funding, are you?
I'm not saying that yet. I'm deciding.
Because you fancy the Amazon, because you're in love with the Amazon.
I'm in love with it being a planet.
Rob wants to have sex with trees.
Right, here's my thinking on this, right?
Right, okay. It's good to know there's thinking behind it.
There is thinking.
Because you're wrong, but go on.
If you protect the environment more, there will be fewer disasters for the Red Cross to have to deal with.
Right, okay.
Whereas if you just ignore the environmental crisis, no matter how much money you're giving the Red Cross, it's going to accelerate out of their control. Nothing they can fucking do. So prevention is better than cure. It's the same issue we're dealing with. Prevention is better than cure.
But you're still going to have environmental crises.
Sure, but if you can reduce them, make them less, you can fix it.
No one's going to fucking go to them. Imagine.
Go to what?
Imagine you're in New Orleans right now.
Yeah.
Do the accent. Say, hi, I'm Rob from New Orleans.
Hi. Is that it? Hi, I'm Rob from New Orleans. New Orleans. I don't know what their accent is.
Horrific.
I don't know what their accent is.
I don't know, but it sounds awful.
Oh, hi. I'm from New Orleans.
It's not that bad. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to give it a little bit more a little bit more gravel.
Oh, hi. I'm Rob from New Orleans. Who wants to have a parade?
Why do you sound so gay?
I'm a gay lad from New Orleans.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Answered.
Good to know. Good to know what you do with those beads every Mardi Gras.
Yeah. How do you think I got so many?
They call me the human BB gun.
Yeah, I think I'm going WWF for my third.
Oh God.
Yeah, I think I'm going cancer, heart disease, environment.
Can I have a look and see which ones I do?
Yeah. Here's your list.
Right, so here's my list.
Yeah.
Right, so cancer would be number 1 for me.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd do British Heart Foundation, actually. I think they can fuck off. I don't think I'd do the British Heart Foundation.
Right, that feels like a poor investment for you. If I was you, I'd do heart disease.
Well, yeah, especially because there's heart disease in my family, and I'm probably going to die of heart disease at some point.
Yeah, it seems likely. It is wild that you've got a family history of heart disease and you're still like, not fucking exercising.
Well, you know, I live vicariously.
What do you mean?
I
Through
don't know.
who?
What, sorry?
You used the wrong word again, didn't you?
Nope.
Yeah, you did.
Nope, I live vicariously.
Through who?
Through my friends and family.
Right. Who are also, I imagine, in fighting fit health.
Do you enjoy being a prick?
I really do, yeah.
Okay.
It's just about my favourite thing, to be honest with you.
Do you know what's really hard about this list? Is that there's so many that I just don't think are worthy of anything.
Yeah. I'm not having the RSPCA.
I'm not having the RESPA as well, because I just think that if you like... I'd have an RSPCA if it was just for dogs. But I'm sorry, but like, someone's torturing a tortoise. I'm like, not arsed. Look, if it was that arsed, it'd run away.
Very slowly.
I'm going to do Great Ormond Street because, you know, I care about sick children unlike you. And I am going to do Red Cross.
Yeah.
St. John's Ambulance, you'd never fucking...
That's ridiculous, isn't it, St. John's Ambulance?
What do they do, St. John's?
They're volunteer, like, you know, medical people, so they turn up at events and stuff.
Oh, what about here?
They do, like, they do the tent at festivals where you go if you've done too many pills.
So, Mind is on here as well.
You've got a bit further down.
Yeah,
though,
Mind's a good one.
Yeah.
Do you know what's just underneath Mind? And this one fucking blags me. Yeah. RNLI.
Yeah.
I mean...
Let the immigrants drown. Fucking Farage over here.
Well, I mean...
There's a lot of dementia charities, isn't there? Do you reckon they keep forgetting they've made one before? Hey! London Air Ambulance can piss right off.
I also think as well... I mean, NSPCC...
Keep Britain Tidy is at 28.
RSPB, that's just for birds.
Yeah. Help for Heroes is 2 below birds. Parkinson's. Save the Children, also below birds. And Keep Britain Tidy. Diabetes, bowel cancer, teenage cancer, breast cancer, another Alzheimer's. Jesus. Oxfam's fallen off, hasn't it? Oxfam's down at 40.
Is Oxfam down at number 40?
Yeah.
Why is its popularity so low? Why do people
Because it's run really badly. Their governance is very corporate and they pay their executives massive salaries.
Well, that's what they do with most charities, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the fucking accusation that they level off with most of them.
Well, it's one of the things that was very good about the Alzheimer's Society. When I worked for them anyway, 97% of the funds went back into the charity.
Wow, not many people like Comic Relief either. That's down at 59% popularity.
Well, Lenny Henry's not funny, is he?
No, that's true. Surprised he didn't make that Guardian list.
Oh, the Prince Andrew Trust is there.
Is that really what the Prince of Wales Trust is?
No.
Oh, right.
Prince of Wales is Prince Charles. I was just joking.
Oh, right. Okay, I was going to say, imagine that.
Yeah, collab with the NSPCC. Shelter's only 2 above a donkey sanctuary.
Look on the bright side, you'll get a roof over your head.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Water.
Scouts!
Oh, fuck off.
Fucking Scouts! Do you know what?
Young Lives versus Cancer is one of the names of the charity. Well, I know who I'm backing in that fight. I'll have 20 quid on cancer, please.
Fucking hell. Oh my God, there's a charity called Breast Cancer Now.
What? Like, we demand breast cancer now.
Surely breast cancer never, is it?
That'd be better. Surely. Breast cancer now. What do we want? Breast cancer. When do we want it? Now.
Fucking hell. I'm just looking down to see what the least popular charity is.
Yeah.
The Royal Shakespeare Company's on here.
Oh, fuck off. Jesus Christ. Like, I hate that, like, public schools get to count as charities as well. That's shady as shit.
The National Autistic Society, but that's well run.
Their accounts are spot on.
Black Lives Matter's on here.
Oh, yeah.
Number 69. Which is...
Best number.
One above Movember. Good to know that we made
Black
a difference.
Lives do matter, but only slightly more than moustaches. That's apparently what the British people have said.
I know. Maybe they should do a collab and just have Lionel Richie representing them.
Junior Firpo, Leeds left back, could join in.
The Trussell Trust. The Trussell Trust is
70. That's
71.
That's insane.
The Trussell Trust is below Movember and Donkey Sanctuaries.
Fucking hell.
That's pretty fucking bad, that
is
innit?
fucked, yeah.
And it says fame, 62%. I'd have thought everyone would know about that.
Yeah.
MS Society's down here.
Oh, that's a pretty shaky performance from them.
Wow.
Hey?
Better be careful how we speak now, mate.
Yeah.
On shaky ground.
Yeah.
Shaky.
Shaky.
Shaky. What's your favourite drink?
Know what yours isn't. The
Um,
YMCA.
what even
The
fucking...
YMCA's down at 74, and they've got such good advertising as well. Every single disco in the country is advertising them nightly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe they think they don't need donations with them all being
Sure.
tradesmen. Medicine Sans Frontiers. What's that?
Right. So they it's Doctors Without Borders. So they go around the world to crisis areas and help. Like they go to the refugee camps and stuff and treat people. It's a very good charity.
Alder Hay's down at number 76.
Shows the anti-northern bias, doesn't it?
Yeah. Or I think Alder Hay always gets hits with those, my child has got 1 in a million syndrome and you're letting him die thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
It's always negative PR for them, innit?
Right.
Fucking hell, girl guiding.
A lot below Scouts.
Girl guiding is above Gamble Aware.
Yeah.
Fucking hell almighty.
Yeah.
Friends, the Hillsborough Family Support Group, Terence Higgins
Do you want to say anything
Trust.
about that one?
What, sorry?
No.
I'll tell you what I will say about the Hillsborough Family Support Group. 39% of people popularity.
Who
is there
Who's
going...
oh, fucking hell.
I know.
Who's finding that unpopular? Sun readers, I guess.
Yeah. You can guarantee that the YouGov poll was not done in Liverpool.
Sure. Yeah.
Canal and River Trust.
Jesus.
I mean, fucking Action on Hearing Loss. God almighty, they are really pushing it here.
Dignity in Dying is one there.
Peter at
Number
100.
100. Fuck Peter. The Trussell Trust have come in again at number 101.
Let's see what the
LGBT
absolute...
Foundation was there. Combat Stress. The Vegan Society.
Let's just have a look here.
Yeah.
Extinction Rebellion 131. This is where you're getting really now.
Yeah.
This is where you're getting really... English Defence League 140th.
Fuck. Just one below. OCD UK don't have an even number, which is going to annoy him.
Mate, the English Defence League as a charity...
One above
Islamic Relief.
Which is a charity where just Islamic people get wanked off.
By ex-members of the EDL.
Oh, God, what a charity that would be.
Come on in, Jada Franson. Oh, you've had your nails done. Mistake. Let's see here.
Yeah.
What is the last one? The Smile Train is the last one. What does the Smile Train do?
I reckon. Here's what I reckon, right? I reckon they
Cleft palates. What?
No, I just thought they would take disabled kids on a nice train ride.
No, I think it's cleft palates.
All right, let's have a look.
Less.
The Coalition for Marriage is in there. Fuck right off.
Why? What's the Coalition for Marriage?
They're like a right-wing pressure group that supports rights for straight couples in marriages. And they're basically anti-gay marriage and all that sort of shit.
So my question then is, what on earth does the Smile Train do that's worse than that?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Let's see, shall we? The Smile Train.
You might have to find their website. Their logo is dog shit.
That is a Microsoft Paint logo.
Yeah, fuck
if
me.
anything, there was one.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Right. So what does?
You might have to just Google them.
Right. Okay. Give me just 2 seconds.
I'll Google.
You take your laptop back.
Yeah.
Google the Smile Train.
I will do. Here we go.
The least popular charity in the UK, the Smile Train.
On this list, it's a number 160. I'm sure there's shitter charities that didn't make the chart.
Okay. The least popular charity that made the chart.
Yeah, bearing in mind the EDL is quite a far away above this.
Yeah, it's about midway.
Yeah. It's cleft palates.
Is it?
It's cleft palates.
Fucking
Smashed
called it.
Yeah. Corrective surgery for cleft palates. It's based in New York.
Oh, that might be why then.
Yeah, might be why it's low. Yeah. So are you keeping them?
No, fuck no.
Yeah.
Because I think a cleft palate is just in that where your lip don't form or something.
Yeah, it's sort of like your lip will be like that. It'll have a split in it.
Yeah, and then
up.
I think it's it's just like fucking, it's like a circumcision but for your mouth, innit? They just go in and just do a little slit.
It is the surgery is very good now. I think like they've kind of nailed cleft palates. I think.
Yeah. And there'll be one guy who does them all day.
Yeah, just knocking them out. Just can't get enough of the clefts.
Yeah. How long do you reckon that surgery takes? In my head, it's like 20 minutes.
I think they're a bit more thorough with surgery than you imagine. I don't think they just like whip it. It's not like when you're painting a room. I think they do a bit of prep work first.
This is why, right, I could never be a surgeon. And it's not necessarily...
Fat fingers is reason number one.
It's not necessarily down to smarts or anything like that. Because
that is a factor.
Well, I'm actually quite clever. So I would be able, I think, to... If I was really focused and really determined and really dedicated... I think I'd be able to get to the point where I was able to pass those exams, right? In terms of my hand, look at that. Pretty fucking steady, right
big
there.
Sausage fingers, though.
You're not going
to get your fingers through the little scissors.
Do you know, it's interesting what surgeons use, actually, Rob. They don't actually use their fingers. They use tools.
Yeah, I'm saying you won't be able to use the tools
get in
with
and
big fat hands.
Grab the tumour.
Is there a charity on this list that makes big fat-handed tools for fat surgeons?
But
Medicine Sans Fatty Air.
Fatty air. So the reason that I think I wouldn't be a good surgeon is because my what do you call it? My boundary, my a bar for that's good enough.
Yeah, like you can't be a surgeon who's like, close enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My bar is way too low.
Yes.
So
also you don't care about people.
This is it.
So if they died, you'd be like,
If I was leaving work at 5 o'clock, right, and it was 4:45 on Friday, and they came in, they went, "Doctor, he's in need of medical attention. There's a stab wound right in his face. It's going to take 10 hours of surgery." I'd be like,
"Let's get him in for Monday."
Yeah. I tell you what, can you just do one block of the one round of the hospital? Just give me a chance to get off. Dr. Johnson's here in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I just don't think I care enough.
No, I think there are many, many reasons why you shouldn't be in the medical business.
You know, when they operate on people, do they have a break? Like for like a 10-hour operation?
Yeah, I think they will do.
What do they have dinner? What do they do?
I don't know. I think they'll imagine they'll have a little snack because, like, if you're not eating, it's going to make you worse.
Because the thing is,
you'll have to scrub up again.
Oh, mate.
So I reckon they'll probably go have a nana or something, wouldn't you? You'd need a nana in a 10-hour surgery.
I like the idea of them feeding it to you, though.
That might happen, yeah. I don't think they do it over the body while they're doing it in case crumbs drop in. There's you. Nurse, wipe. Pastry. She just choke on that. Oh, Jesus Christ. You really nearly did a spit take then, didn't you?
Yeah, I drunk water as soon as I have nurse pastry. Imagine 10 hours in, me, open heart surgery. Doctor, you look hungry. Nurse?
I'm always hungry.
Nurse? Scalpel. Yes, doctor. Mirror. Yes, doctor. Croissants. Doctor? Yes. There's
using the scalpel on a sausage roll.
There's a croissant in my bag, nurse. No time! A man's life is at stake! Oh. Inform his family we did all we could.
Yeah.
And dust the crumbs off the body.
It's like, can we see him? Well, look, just to warn you, he's not in a great condition.
Yeah.
And just like, is that ketchup?
How did the surgery go? Well, it was touch and go. You might say at times it was a little flaky.
You've had your one today. You already had your one, didn't you?
Because pastry flakes.
I get it. Yeah, I get it, mate.
Yeah,
I got it. That wasn't the issue.
I just think it's really funny as a doctor doing that shit pun to a clearly grieving family.
Yeah, it's not a great time to bust the puns out, is it?
A sausage roll over his body. Daddy! Daddy! We'll never see Daddy again! Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. What was his first name?
It was actually HP sauce I was using, not Daddy's.
My joke was going to be better.
Was it?
Yeah, you
sorry,
ready?
I didn't know you were setting up for one. I'm sorry.
Are you ready? Daddy, we'll never hear from him again. I'm really sorry. What was your dad's name? Greg. Sausage roll. Greg's. The sausage roll people.
I get it. Yeah.
Greg's.
Yeah.
Whose joke was better? Let us know in the comments.
I think this is one where there's no winner, only degrees of loser, to be real.
Do you know what? When we record two back to back, the quality of the second.
I really enjoy them because they get fucking weird. We've literally spent, I don't know how long we've been doing this for, the entire time just shitting on Charities. That's been the whole episode.
Yeah.
We've not done we were meant to do things. We had things written on the board. We've not done any of them.
Fuck them.
We've just shat on Charities solidly.
Let us know, genuinely, in the comments.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Pick your 3 charities.
Yeah, pick 5 charities to get rid, or 1 charity each to just get rid of.
Yeah.
Just to fuck off completely. And don't be like, oh, the donkey sanctuary, because I don't like donkeys. Be a fucking man about it and choose the NSPCC or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Or a woman. They could be a woman, or a they, them. They could be any of those.
I mean, I've seen the demographic split. It's a guy.
I mean, it leans heavily. We also skew heavily towards lesbians, though. We've got quite a strong lesbian fan base, and shout out to my lesbian sisters.
Shout out to my lesbian sisters.
Yeah, did you not see the comment from the lesbian couple who said they fucked in an episode?
Yeah, that was pretty cool, that.
Yeah, but also worrying.
What do you mean?
Just what a weird choice of soundtrack to shagging, us saying horrible shit.
Maybe we should help them.
Right.
Scissor.
Go on, finish her off.
Go on.
Finish her.
Mush your fannies together. Mush and mush. Like we're rowing.
Yeah!
And mush.
Yeah!
And mush.
Yeah.
And mush.
Whatever you do, don't think about Anne Widdecombe naked.
Claire Balding.
And either might like that.
Claire Balding.
She's a lesbian icon.
Claire Balding's big fat headbutting your fanny.
I think you probably finished him off there. I think that's what lesbians like, mate. So, yeah. What an episode. We've not got to him today. We had some videos, but we've not got to him.
We'll do them at a later time.
Later at a date. So get us, if you want to send us in a video, 07520 644 931. And also, if you've enjoyed this, get on our Patreon, the only charity this country should possibly have.
Yes, exactly. Patreon.com/DeadMenTalkPod. £3 a month. For that, you get an extra episode every single week. You get access to all of our bonus content, all of our live shows that we film and put on the Patreon, Rob's punishment set. You get access to the Discord servers, all the disgusting videos on there, plus loads and loads and loads of extra benefits. We've also, as well, set up an extra little thing as well for you guys, because we're so nice. We've got Dead Men Talking stickers now, right?
Yeah.
And what we're doing is, me and Rob are giving them out at gigs sometimes, and we're also sort of giving them on websites and stuff like live shows.
And when we start selling merch, which we will do in a few months, once we've got set up in the new studio, we'll send them out with every order so they're out there.
And we are also ourselves sticking them around places where we go and gig and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now, if you find a Dead Men Talking sticker in the wild, stuck up, take a selfie of you next to the sticker and put it on Twitter and tag at Dead Men Talk Pod and tag ourselves.
We'll send you a little summit.
We'll send you a little...
That's all we're saying.
It's just a little surprise.
It's just a little summit.
It's a little surprise that
a little summit.
Only people who find a sticker and take a picture of themselves next to it will get.
And if you want to make yourself a sticker, stick it on a wall, send it. We're not going to know.
Oh,
that's a way around it.
You sort of hacked.
Yeah, but that's nice. That means that we're getting more advertising. They're putting more stickers out.
All right. If you want to make your own sticker,
make your it is copyright.
It is copyright, isn't it?
Yeah. Send us a £5.
Yeah, send us.
If you're on the Patreon, you can do it. Because then you're paying. Yeah.
The only way, by the way, to get this extra little something is to find a sticker and have a picture of yourself taking it. Yeah. It's like a little extra Easter egg that we put in for people, just as an extra way of supporting the pod and an extra way for us to be nice. With you
that's
guys.
Why it is, because we're so rewards. Nice. Right, now, so that's been us fucking off Charities.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.